Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Amhikal bin Muhammad Farid and my nomenclature is C201066. Today I want to talk with you about introduction. In our introduction, entrepreneurship is critical for all groups today because it has a potential to transform Malaysia society into one that productive. It is because the growth of entrepreneurship in Malaysia benefit not only society but also the entire country. Additionally, it is to ensure the graduate develop entrepreneurial characteristics during their time at university and that these characteristics are natural pro to entering a more competitive. This is because a large number of Malaysia have been laid off as a result of COVID addiction. As their employers have been unable to pay their wage, numerous workers have been taken an initiative to start their own business, whether selling small items and opening small grocery stores. Additionally, the government have aided the cause by establishing a study module at university dubbed the fundamental topic of entrepreneurship.
I'm gonna to talk about the entrepreneur background. The proprietor of Nazri Tiles Gallery and Hardware Sdn Bhd is Mr. Muhammad Nazri bin Hussein. He was born at Tanjung Piadan, Perak. He was 43 years old. He is happily married and the father of 4 children. His education level was SPM. He already opened a few businesses before tiles and hardware. The difference between him and other entrepreneurs is he lives with disability since birth.
Assalamualaikum. My name Wan Alia Patisha binti Wan Abdullah and my number matrix C20B4019. This part point I would like to share about company background. Okay, the first name company is Nazri Tile Gallery and Hardware Sdn Bhd. It's a business in tiles and hardware owned by Muhammad Nazri bin Hussein. The location is nombor 49B Simpang 3 Jalan Taipei 4-2000 Parit Buntang, Perak. Mr. Nazri had chosen a strategic place to develop his business. Also, his shop is also located between 3 state intersection, which is near Kedah, Pulau Pinang and Perak. Despite being an old fellow, his business was incorporated roughly around 4 years ago on 14 November 2017. Okay, at the same time has started the business, there is also an improvement by making a loan from PUNB, which is Perbadanan Usahawan Nasional Berhad. With the beginning of this loan based on the suitability of Mr. Nazri for a loan of about 40,000 at the international stage. Besides that, Mr. Nazri has around 9 employees consisting of 3 individuals in administration department and customer service. Also, 6 individuals are drivers and lorry conductor.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Nonuri Isa binti Sulaiman, C20B1166. I'm gonna talk about his working experience. Mr. Nazri never worked a living wage. He started his career with open a vehicle knocking and painting shop around 5 years. And then he started to develop his career by being a supplier for machinery and workshop. He developed his interpersonal skill by advertising this business around the world. Then he also owned a car exhaust shop that only remains for 6 months. And finally, after all obstacles that he faced off, he successfully opened up this tile business and also owns a marine farm fish. His role model in his life is his own father, who earned living by selling fruit and catching seafood. This thing encouraged Mr. Nazri join the business world. Next, himself. Even he is a disabled person, he able to prove himself that nothing is impossible to achieve in order to change our future life.
Assalamualaikum and hello. I am Rabiatul Nazirah binti Muhammad Ghani, metric number C20A1595. I will continue with the next content, which is entrepreneur activities. After earning his SPM, Mr. Nazri started his career as an industrial workers driver. He then quit his job as an industrial workers driver and opened his own workshop after 6 months of studying from various workshops. Not only that, he also co-owned a machinery supplier with a non-native partner. Furthermore, he once established an accessories and exhaust business for a car repair only for it to crash and burn. Finally, Mr. Nazri established his tile business, which soon merged with the hardware firm. But Mr. Nazri didn't stop there, as he had started his own fish farm. Second point in my presentation is the intention of being entrepreneur. At first, Mr. Nazri started his entrepreneur path as he believes he can do better in the business world by starting his own business rather than opening a factory. Plus, he plans to make use of the flourishing ideas and opportunities he sees. Next is about Mr. Nazri's family background. Since he was still a child, Mr. Nazri is a resident at Tanjung Piandang with only his father and his brother. In the past, his father sells food and fishes for a living, while his brother, who is still in the picture, assists him by operating his workshop now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Hajar binti Abdul Halim and my metric number is C20A1958. For primary motivation to start up, Encik Nazri bin Hussein wants to be a boss, and he no longer wanted to be a driver in one of the factories. Not only that, Encik Nazri wants to change the fate of himself and his family. Resource that's available before. First, Encik Nazri restoring battered and abandoned vehicles in his village. Second, he did not take any loans at first, but then when he wanted to grow up his business, he made a loan from PUNB. There are 3 actions that had been made by Encik Nazri bin Hussein for his business networking. First, Facebook. He used Facebook as a platform to promote his business and for people to buy his product, which is from Nazri Tiles, Sdn Bhd.
Business plan preparation by Encik Nazri at first stage is he did not create any business strategy. It is because he don't have enough knowledge to handle the business. So after a few years in the business, he start creating a rudimentary company plan. Encik Nazri also start documenting all of management related activities so he can improve the business.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Danish Fakrushi Shakirin bin Shamuddin. My metric number is C20A1525. My part is conclusion. Our group has acquired 4 positive values that can be seen in Encik Nazri. These positive values have a huge impact on us if we practice them. The first is diligent endeavor. Encik Nazri practiced this attitude since he was kid. This attitude needs to be natural in us if we are to succeed in all things. The second is perseverance in all things. This attitude should be present at all because this attitude can help us gain a lot of new experience in all the things we do. The third is to dare to take a risk. Encik Nazri dared to take the risk to open his business, which is often monopolized by other races. If we practice this bold attitude, we will probably be able to try all sorts of new things. Lastly, obedience to religion. Even though we have succeeded and been given the enjoyment of pleasure in life, we should express our gratitude to God for having given us the opportunity of this pleasure in life. Through these four values, we can take example to apply in daily life. That's all from us. Thank you so much.